white trunks, weighing in at 10 stones and 10 pounds. He brings a 15-fight record with 7 wins, 6 losses, 2 draws. 2 of those wins coming by the way of a big KO. He's from Tottenham in North London. Would you please welcome Shooter Sweet, Vince Rose. And fighting out of the red corner, he's wearing the solid white trunks. He weighed in at 10 stone and 10 pounds. He brings a 16-fight record with 13 wins, 7 by KO, and only 3 defeats. He's from Derby. Would you please welcome Dennis Berry. Fighting for Mr. Colin Roberts, referee Mr. Tony Green, and this is 8 3-minute round. Except round two.
the tape. Again? It doesn't really matter because I'll take them to the office anyway.
Alright.
There you go. What's this? Just 2 copies of the same thing, yeah?
Referee Tony Green stops the contest. Your winner, Dennis Berry. I'm sure you'd like to show your appreciation. Very great boxer, Vince Rose. Dennis Berry, ladies and gentlemen, a very fine performance indeed.
those women that sit down. There's some blonde bird in the white jacket. She's standing on a chair. Ask her to sit down right in the middle there. Very off to us?
Come on, let's rock on the Sky Sports Show.
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Hull Arena. Frank Maloney and Panax Promotions, in association with Steve Pollard, proudly presents a night of championship boxing, sponsored here by Jordan's Motor Village. And live and exclusive here on Sky Sports, you've joined us for the very best ringside seat in the business. All the officials have been appointed by the British Boxing Board of Control here present at ringside. So our first contest for you is an eliminator for the British Welterweight Championship. 10 3-minute rounds. Firstly, and introducing to you, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the blue trunks trimmed with white. He weighed in at 10 stone, 5 pounds and 6 ounces. He brings a 17-fight record, 15 wins, 5 by way of knockout, 1 loss and 1 draw. He's from Birmingham. Would you please welcome Spencer McCracken. And fighting out of the red corner, he's wearing the solid black trunks and weighed in at 10 stone, 6 pounds and 14 ounces. He brings an 18-fight record, 14 wins, 8 by way of knockout, and only 40 feet. He's from Derby. Would you please welcome Dennis Berry. Timekeeper is Mr. Barry Pender, and referee is star referee Richie Davis.
Now remember, you must defend yourselves at all times. You hit the knuckle part of the clothes above the belt. One goes down, the other goes to the neutral corner. You do not come out till I say so. One thing I absolutely insist upon, fellas, I want to say break, you both take that step back. Have you got all of that? Have you got it? Have you got that? Shake hands now. Let's lunch it. Where you go? Can you call the son? Can you call that?
Seconds out, round 1.
An eliminator here for the British welterweight title, which is currently held by Kevin Lushing. Dennis Berry, an all-action whirlwind operator from Derby in the solid black trunks here, up against Spencer McCracken, who is the brother of the current Commonwealth middleweight champion, Robert McCracken. And the winner will certainly move a little bit closer to possible action in a British Championship fight. Berry bringing a big fan club with him from Derby for this tonight. He's a bit of a ticket seller, and that's because he's usually in an entertaining fight.
This should be a good clash of styles with McCracken, pretty much a good upright boxer, where Berry, an all-action type fighter who brings shots in from all sorts of angles and really very, very aggressive.
McCracken trying to work behind that jab. Berry will try to get in close and hammer away, I'm sure, to the body. McCracken using his reach advantage to good effect in this opening round so far with that left jab.
Yes, he's got the center of the ring, and that's what he's got to do. Keep the center of the ring, you work behind the jab, and then throw his other punches behind that.
Berry has been beaten 4 times in 18 fights. McCracken's only lost 1 of 17 so far. Oh, it's a good shot on the counter, too, by McCracken with the left hook. He started very, very sharp here, McCracken.
Yes, they were good punches. The left hook and the right hand looked sharp, and he just caught Berry off balance a little bit.
And Berry is leaving gaps, which McCracken is exploiting with both left jab and left hook. There's a bit of bruising around the right side, I think, of Berry's face already. And there's a more concerned look on Berry's face at the moment. There's a cool, composed look about McCracken's work. And Berry is out of range with his jab as well. He's got problems here, Glenn.
He has. He's got a big problem of how to try and get to McCracken. As he's trying to come in, he's getting caught with punches, leaving himself open. And McCracken keeping himself nice and tight and picking up with good counters.
Much tighter looking defence as well so far by Spencer McCracken from Birmingham. A rare success for Berry in this opening round. But he really is a gutsy, whirling dervish of an operator, Dennis Berry. But that was definitely McCracken's opening round.
Yes, McCracken boxed well there. He put his punches together. He was nice and compact, kept the scent of the ring. And any mistakes that Berry did, he really capitalized on them. That's some good work from McCracken.
McCracken doing some very, very good work there with the combination punching. This is an important fight for both of them.
Yes, he looks nice and focused, McCracken, not giving a lot away. And you see a nice little counter there as Berry tried to come forward, and then with the right hand as well.
Look at the number of jabs landed in the first round. 19 by McCracken and 11 by Berry. Tells its own story.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out.
Punches on target, son.
Round 2.
Remember Dennis Berry in the black trunks. Spencer McCracken, the taller man in Birmingham City blue. The family are big Birmingham City fans. Now Berry will need to get in closer. He'll want to ruffle McCracken up. And McCracken handling himself in the closer exchanges fairly well too, but this is more Berry's kind of fight, this.
Yes, this is what he wants to do. He's got to try and get close to McCracken. He's trying hard to work to the body to try and bring the hands down a little bit, but in doing so at times he just leaves himself a little bit too open.
McCracken lost his unbeaten record to Stefan Scriggins, a former Olympian from Australia, back in 1995, but he's had 3 wins since then, so he's back on track, although he has been out of the ring for 5 months. No ring rust here, though, not on what we've seen so far. In Berry's last fight, he was disqualified in a bit of a thriller with Lyndon Scarlett, disqualified for biting. Well, I guess he is a hungry fighter.
And that was a real rough, tough fight. So Berry's got to try and do something similar without the biting this time.
The Hannibal Lecter school of boxing, I guess.
But that was a very good fight. But he's still just leaving himself a little bit open, Berry, as he tries to close the distance down.
Berry, who's trained like Billy Hardy, who fights Prince Nassim Hamed, of course, in the big one on Saturday, trained by Glyn Rhodes. Decent left jab from McCracken, and Berry looking very, very willing, but a bit wild so far.
Guess Berry's had a little bit more success in this round. McCracken hasn't been as busy with his left jab.
And maybe Berry, his tactic certainly will be to try to keep up the pressure and maybe wear McCracken down later on. So, although McCracken started well, that certainly isn't going to be the beginning and end of this story.
No, I don't think so. Berry's just landed with a few good long right hands. And he's just been a little bit more careful before he commits himself to go in with McCracken.
Bit of facial damage for Berry. Bit of swelling by the right eye as the bell goes to end round 2. Dennis Berry, no amateur experience at all. He went straight into the professional game. He used to be a sheet metal worker, and for all I know he still does that as well. 14 wins out of 18 so far. One of those defeats, the last one by the disqualification I was telling you about.
But he did a lot better in that round. He was a little more careful in coming in. I don't think McCracken used the jab enough. He threw less jabs, and I think Berry got a bit more success and could well have taken that round.
Glyn Rhodes working with him in the corner. He's one of 12 children, Dennis Berry. This is Spencer McCracken. He's never been floored and he's never been stopped, so he's well equipped, you would think, to cope with Berry's pressure.
Seconds out.
Berry having quite the success there with McCracken getting a few more headshots through.
Round 3 of this eliminator for the British welterweight crown. And Berry looking to step up the tempo still further. His foot was pretty hard down on the accelerator already.
Yes, he's got to do that. He's an all-action type fighter. His style is not the textbook style, but he's aggressive, and he's got to keep the pressure on McCracken and not allow McCracken to settle behind the jab.
Body punch from Berry. I think that hurt McCracken a little. Wanted to hold on. And Berry just having significantly more success inch by inch as it goes on. And Berry just throwing lots of leather and hoping that 80% of it might find the target.
Well, that's good tactics, and Berry, that's what he's got to try and do. And he's certainly stopping the boxing of McCracken. McCracken becoming a lot more defensively minded.
But McCracken, for the moment, has been dragged into the kind of trench warfare battle that Berry will like. He needs to get working behind that left jab again.
The body shots from Berry with the right hand are looking pretty hurtful as well. And I think that's just not allowing McCracken to get set for his jab.
Really is a strong man, this Dennis Berry. There's a relentlessness about him which must be a little bit disquieting for his opponents.
This again, success with the right hand and then the left hook for Berry. And he's just unable to get himself set, McCracken.
It's got to the point where McCracken needs to re-establish himself, get back to his boxing if he can, reimpose himself, because it's Berry's fight at the moment, the way the tide's rolling. Little warning from referee Richie Davis for McCracken about using the head inside. McCracken looking for counters with his back to the ropes. But this is a big round for Berry.
Yes, this is good strong work and a good long right hand from Berry. He's just starting to get his rhythm. He's starting to enjoy this. Just pressuring McCracken and landing with hurtful punches.
And he's really testing McCracken's stomach for the battle, isn't he, too?
Well, McCracken making the mistake of trading with Berry. He should be behind the jab.
Berry's round. Well, he really re-established himself in a major way in that third round, Dennis Berry. 3 times as many body shots nearly from him in the round, and a lot more generally as well. If it carries on this way, it looks good for him.
It looks very good. He was starting to hurt McCracken. There's the long right hand. He had good success with that, good success with the long right hand to the body, and he just looked the stronger in exchanges like this.
Berry's a decent operator. One result catches your eye. He beat Jeff McCreesh in 5 rounds. Not many people stop McCreesh, and he's due to fight for the British title soon against Kevin Lushing. And a couple of his other defeats he's avenged. Here's more of the all-action pressure of Berry. McCracken having the odd success, but it was an odd success in that round. Round 4. The black of Derby's Dennis Berry, the blue of Birmingham's Spencer McCracken. Blood from the nose of McCracken.
McCracken's just getting beat to the punch here. He's got to try and take the initiative a bit. He's allowing Berry just to start getting on top here.
At the moment, Berry looks as if he wants the win here more than anything else in the world. And McCracken is going to have to dig deep.
Yes, he is. He's just, for me, he's boxing the wrong sort of fight, McCracken. He had good success in the first round, controlling the fight from the centre of the ring behind the jab, but he's just allowing himself to get drawn into a fight which much more suits Berry.
Good clash of styles, interesting one this one, but it's Berry who's imposing his style on his opponent at the moment. 30 years of age, Dennis Berry, 2 years older than McCracken. So time's not on his side. If he's going to make any kind of breakthrough towards British title level, it really has to be now. And he probably knows that, and he's fighting like it too. Breathing a little heavier, McCracken.
It's just there when McCracken is just waiting that little bit too long, where he's got to try and use the jab, just keep Berry off balance.
He's doing a bit better again here, McCracken, though, and maybe the Berry storm for the moment has subsided a little, but it may just be a lull. And McCracken's got it back at range again for a moment, and then it's a different fight.
Yes, he's much more suited to the jab, the boxing style. He has good success catching Berry with that jab from long range.
Well, this is a carbon copy of round 1. Another little shift in the plot. And Berry is looking wild and a bit off target, and I gave that round to Spencer McCracken, I should say. Just to reiterate, he is the brother of the more famous Robert McCracken, who could be fighting Neville Brown, I guess. Neville Brown, beaten in a European title shot, holds the British title soon. And this is Spencer, the younger brother of Robert McCracken. Better round for him, that 4th one, Glenn.
Yes, that was a little better. He started to get behind the jab a little more, and he wasn't allowing Berry to get close and start to club him with punches. So that suits him. So, you know, if he adopts that style, he'll have a lot more success standing off behind the jab, picking off Berry as he comes in.
He needed to turn things around and managed to do it, so credit to Spencer McCracken for that.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out. Round 5.
The 5th round of this eliminator for the British welterweight title, and the pattern very much set, with Spencer McCracken in blue looking to work behind that jab, keep things at range, and Berry looking for a brawl.
Berry just using head movement a little more, just trying to avoid the jabs. He managed to do so, and a good left hook there from Berry.
out of range quite a bit of the time, Berry, with his shots at the moment. And McCracken catching him with 1 or 2 counters. Berry just looking a little bit tired at this stage, breathing a little more heavily.
Good solid body punches from Berry, but McCracken came straight back with body shots of his own.
Come on, Ben. Where's your tongue?
Rapier-like jab of McCracken is the most potent force in the fight at the moment.
Berry just doing some good work there, coming in with the left and the right, but then looking to hold when he got inside. He can't afford to do that. He's got to keep working in there.
More blood comes from McCracken's nose. Chance of Dennis from the Derby contingent who've come over to Hull to support their man here. I just wonder whether that effort in the 3rd round left him punched out for a bit.
Well, I think he's just picked it up a little more, Berry, and he's trying to, both the fighters know what they've got to do. McCracken knows he's had more success behind the jab, and Berry knows he's got to get close, and they're both trying to do it, but it's a good even fight.
Cleaner, crisper punches from McCracken, particularly with the left jab. By comparison, Berry's work is wild. That's better by Berry with the right hand, but a lot of his stuff is landing on the arms and gloves, or missing altogether like that.
It's just lunging in a little too eager there, Berry. He's just got to take his time a little more. Maybe McCracken's round
again. Well, at the halfway point in this contest, I must say I've given 4 of the 5 rounds so far to McCracken. 1, 2, 4, and 5. Only the 3rd to Berry. What about you, Glenn?
Well, I've got McCracken ahead by 1 point. So for me, it's still pretty close. I've got the 4th and 5th for McCracken, and the 1st for McCracken, and the 2nd and 3rd for Berry.
So we differ on round 2.
But Berry was getting in close. A good left hook there. And this is a big right hand that he landed with. He was getting some of the more solid punches through Berry, but McCracken kept busy with the jab there, and I think maybe that was just enough to give him the round.
Corners, 10
Jabs landed so far. McCracken more than double Berry's number.
Round 6.
6th round. Fascinating fight this. Nicely poised between these two. Both Glenn and I have McCracken ahead at this stage, though by differing margins.
But there, that's how I've got McCracken just by half a point, 1 round in the lead.
Good uppercut inside from Berry.
You just wonder how much it's taken out of McCracken being out of the ring. He hasn't been the most active fighter, and he started quite well, but at times, he just runs out of ideas and stops using the jab as much.
Once he drops off the work rate with that jab, that is almost an invitation for Berry to come in, isn't it?
Yes, and that's when Berry has his successes. It's very difficult for Berry to get close to McCracken when he's using the jab.
Mentioning that this is an eliminator for Kevin Lushing's British title. Berry actually has already fought Lushing, and he was knocked out in 2 rounds earlier on in his career, before Lushing was British champ. Body shot, fair punch by Berry.
both landing with good punches inside him. McCracken had successes with his own little combinations in there, and then just pushed Berry back.
Every time he tries to close the range, he's walking into that jab, Berry. That's good, pretty hard and drooling. That looked a very good left hook by McCracken in that exchange.
Yes, he just got Berry in the right place, and that was a solid left hook he landed. So much more grueling round with both having a share of successes.
Oh, a nice right uppercut too. Some classy skills at times by Spencer McCracken, who surely must have won that round. Think so, Glenn?
Yes, McCracken, I think, could have won that round. Just getting through with the cleanest shots. The right uppercut at the end of the round was a very good one. He landed with one good left hook, which really looked as if it shook Berry a little bit. So he's looking good at this point.
There's Frank Maloney and Barry Hearn, rival promoters, but seemingly on friendly enough terms there.
McCracken had some good successes there with the left hook. It just caught him flush in the face there. And he was just getting through with the sharper punches. And there's, right at the end of the round, that right uppercut really rocked the head up. Another good sharp punch.
McCracken will be lifted by that. Here's the 7th round. And what Dennis Berry in the black trunks needs here really is another round like the 3rd, when he was all over McCracken and just denied him any kind of leverage or room to work. I think McCracken will just carry on doing what's worked for him so far, sticking out that jab and keeping Berry away. And unless Berry can find an answer to that, then he's on his way to defeat.
Yes, it looks that way. Berry is very strong, looks in excellent physical shape, but he's got to use that. He's got to use his strength and really try and outwork McCracken and not let him get behind that jab.
McCracken must keep up his own work rate too. That's very, very important, particularly as we move into these later stages where the fighters could be tired.
McCracken had good success there with the right uppercut. Threw that a few times and landed each time.
And just occasionally now, interestingly, McCracken's starting to back Berry up.
Yes, he's looking as if he's just building in confidence a little bit, McCracken. He's more prepared to stand and try and have a fight at close quarters, and at times just getting through the sharper shots in close.
Again, ramrod jab from McCracken. Can't land too much cleanly, can he, Berry?
No, he's trying to bull his way in and land shot, but he's not getting through it with a great deal of clean punches.
It's good scrap. Good uppercut again there from McCracken, who's bossing it at the moment.
Yes, you just feel he's starting to get that little air of confidence about himself, especially inside. The right uppercut's working very well. He's more prepared to stand in close with Berry.
That's better from Berry with the right hand. And McCracken's accuracy and crispness of punch is more impressive. This would be his most significant win, Spencer McCracken, if he can finish the job. A good left to end the round from Spencer McCracken for good measure.
Yes, McCracken just starting to pull away a little bit now. I give him the last 3 rounds to put him 3 rounds clear, 1.5 points. And he just looks as if he's now starting to get the measure of Berry, starting to get a lot more confidence, you see.
McCracken has landed, getting up for 30 more punches, and his punch economy, look at that, 51% to 37% is a telling statistic here, and for my money, he's now in a very big lead, McCracken.
Yes, he's been landing the uppercuts very well indeed, much more prepared to stand in close with Berry here, and he was getting the better of this work. There's the right uppercut that went in, and another one. So a lot more confidence about his work now.
Round 8.
8th round. Spencer McCracken in blue, remember. Now what can Dennis Berry do about this? A man who just never ever stops trying. Can he turn this around?
And that's how I have it with McCracken winning the last 4 rounds, just putting himself in a nice margin now.
It's funny because it was looking good for Dennis Berry. At the end of that 3rd round, you felt he turned it into his kind of fight, but give credit to McCracken, he's really re-established himself in the fight. But might there be another turn in the story in these closing rounds? Let's see.
Well, it's not like Berry to lay off and stand back. The way he fights is come forward, lots of punches, use his strength, and that's what he's going to continue trying to do that. So McCracken still has to keep his wits about him, still has to keep using that jab and the sharp right uppercut.
Well, Berry still flailing around.
Berry just getting the better of that exchange. He's still trying to force this fight. McCracken just looking a little more tired, Ian.
So, can Berry draw some inspiration from that? What he really needs is one big punch that might get McCracken going and turn things around a bit.
Yes, he needs a big clean punch to try and get himself back in this fight and give himself a bit more confidence.
Right hand hurt Berry, sent him reeling back against the ropes, and he's dodgy here. He's really badly hurt, and the left hand for good measure puts Berry down. In the 8th round, the count is at 6 and he's still not up. 7. He's on wobbly looking legs. The legs have gone. McCracken can finish it here. And the bell comes just in time for Berry, who surely there, but for the ropes, would have been sent sprawling out of the ring. The fight must have ended given another 10 seconds at that moment.
Yes, it certainly looked that way. He was on very unsteady legs. The referee had a good long look at him, but he was just on the verge of being able to carry on, and then McCracken put the pressure on him again, and the referee just came at the right time for Berry. He looked as if he was going to get beaten there by a stoppage. Good punches from McCracken, just the right uppercut again, working so well, putting Berry on the back foot, and then McCracken was straight in with good sharp punches.
And then he finds a left hand here at the end of this cluster of punches that puts Berry onto the floor.
Yes, Berry's hands were right down there. He took some some good uppercuts. There's the first one that started that. You see the legs just starting to give way there, and he followed up so well, Spencer McCracken.
9th round, and at the end of the 8th, Berry's legs were doing the old silly dance. Was the minute long enough for him to get his act back together? Spencer McCracken knows now at this point that he only really has to stay on his feet to win the fight, but he may want to do something more spectacular than that.
Berry's trying to be elusive here, but he's not really an elusive type fighter.
Pattern's changed completely now. It's McCracken who's doing the hunting. McCracken who can sense the stoppage win. And at the very time in the fight where Berry beforehand might have expected to be coming on really strong and wearing his man down, it hasn't, unfortunately for him, worked out that way. Left hook though by Berry was a defiant gesture. Gets through with the right hand again as well. And remember, Spencer McCracken himself, just to repeat the fact that he's never been floored or stopped. And though Berry is very aggressive, he's not really known as a huge hitter. So his chances of turning this around, you would think, would be pretty slim. But of course, McCracken may be a little more tired.
As it looks like McCracken's just going to wait for Berry coming forward. That's where he landed the good right uppercut to start Berry being in trouble, and I think he's just waiting for the opportunity again to try and get Berry coming forward.
It's been a really good performance this by Spencer McCracken. He's been posed one or two questions, but he's found the answers. He's dealt with the pressure, he's shown the stomach for the battle. He's worked to a good strategy, that 3rd round aside.
Yes, he's done well, because after the 2nd and 3rd, Berry looked as if he was starting to just get on top in the fight. And McCracken got his boxing back together, and then in the end started to land the better punches in close.
Berry's legs still look pretty wooden to me. Give Berry credit for his powers of recuperation, because in that minute he got his conditioning to work for him, and he came back well, because he was out on his feet at the end of the 8th. That really is a tribute to his fitness, isn't it?
Yes, he does look in superb condition, but again, another good round from McCracken.
Who's winning everything now.
Well, McCracken didn't really get the opportunity he probably wanted to force a stoppage in that round. Berry, he did well to use his recuperation, get on his legs a little bit at the beginning of the round, just to try and clear his head, get as much rest as he could, and then he started to take the fight to McCracken. But McCracken, again, behind the jab, just scored the better points.
Look at Berry's face, it's pretty swollen. Nearly a 70% success rate for McCracken. That's very good punch picking.
Yes, he didn't waste a great deal in the 9th round. He's obviously tired himself, so he didn't throw a great deal away, picked his punches well.
Second out. Final round.
It's the last round of this eliminator for the British welterweight crown, and Spencer McCracken has dominated it. The man from Birmingham in his blue trunks, Dennis Berry. Lots of walk forward aggression from him, but for the most part he's looked quite wild. He had a good 3rd, but McCracken putting him on the floor in round 8 and in a big lead at this moment. That left jab has been the dominant force in the fight for McCracken. Cool performance from him, good strategy.
I'm sure McCracken would love to force a stoppage in this fight, but credit to Berry. He's trying to work hard and keep his chin down.
trying so hard, but the odds are difficult for him. He's caught with the right hand, and Berry has to be stopped. The right hand from McCracken, and Berry slumped against those ropes, and Richie Davis was very quickly in to stop it. Let's hope Dennis Berry is okay. Big win for Spencer McCracken, and poor Dennis Berry is stopped in the very last round, and that win will help Spencer maybe climb a little out of the shadow of his brother Robert.
It's a good performance from McCracken. He finally found the punch. Berry was obviously very tired at this stage, but he found a good punch to finally finish the fight.
Well, they're just looking at Dennis Berry and making sure that he's okay. He's talking by the look of it down there. So we trust they're just giving him time to recover. Now watch here.
Yes, he found the left hook first, and then just as he turned away a little bit there, he found the big right hook, which had Berry in all sorts of problems there.
And let's give a lot of credit to Richie Davis. He was in very, very quickly there to stop Berry having to take any more that was unnecessary. He was wide open here. Absolutely essential the referee gets in, and he does. And there might have been one got through just after the stoppage, but
yes, it was a very good punch there, and Richie Davis obviously realized that and was very quick to dive in. He knew that was going to be a punch that was capable of finishing the fight.
Good refereeing by Richie Davis. Let's go to our MC, John McDonald.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute and 5 seconds of the 10th and final round. Your winner, Spencer McCracken. Please show your appreciation for a very game boxer indeed, Dennis Berry.
Massive triumph, biggest win of his career for Spencer McCracken.
He's wearing the black trunks, weighed in at 10 stone and 8 pounds, brings a 19-fight record, 14 wins, 8 by way of knockout, and only 5 defeats. He's from Derby. Would you please welcome Dennis Berry? And across the ring, fighting in the red corner, he's wearing the red trunks, weighed in at 10 stone, 8 pounds and 10 ounces. He brings a 15-fight record, 13 wins, 8 by way of knockout, and only 2 defeats. He's the former ABA champion and gold medalist in the Commonwealth Games. Would you please welcome, from Middlesbrough, now out of the Peacock Gym, Pennington, the Crossman, Peter Richardson. Timekeeper is Mr. Bob Edgeworth. Referee in charge of the action is Ian John Lewis. This is 8 3-minute rounds.
Find out the defence, get the punches up. Now show weight clean. Remember, defend yourself all the times. Check hands.
Seconds out. Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out, round two. seconds. Seconds out, round 3. Ladies and gentlemen, 17 seconds of the third round. Referee Ian John Lewis has stopped the contest, with Richardson in no position to continue. Your winner from Derby, Dennis Berry. And please show your appreciation for a very, very game boxer indeed, Peter Richardson.